Welcome back to the channel where we mix things up, and today we're going to be reacting to the All-Star starters. So yes, they came right here. I'm on Twitter right now. I know there's only 4 East, but I know who the last guy is. Alright, let me just refresh really quickly. So yeah, so even when I refresh it, there's only 4 people, but I know who the last person is. So yeah, so before we get started, it would be greatly appreciated to subscribe to the channel. Constant NBA content. So also leave a like. It only takes 1 second. Makes a really big difference. I'll just get that out of the way. So yeah, so let's begin with the Western Conference. So first we have, of course, LeBron James, 17th All-Star. He's going to be the captain. Nikola Jokic, a 3-time All-Star. Okay, makes sense. Kawhi Leonard, a 5th-time All-Star. Stephen Curry, a 7th-time All-Star. And Luka Doncic as a 2nd-time All-Star. And then, so yeah, here's the whole thing. And for the East, we got Kevin Durant, an 11th-time All-Star, being the captain. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 5-time All-Star. He's been the captain for the last 2 years, so, I mean, I guess it's a change, but it doesn't really matter. Next, we got Bradley Beal, 3-time All-Star. Okay. And Kyrie Irving, 7-time All-Star. And I know the last guy is Joel Embiid because, yeah, right here. Joel Embiid, he's literally in the MVP race. He has to be in it. So yeah, so here we go. Okay, let's start off with the West. So we first got LeBron. Let's see what the chat has. I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, well deserved. Big L. Okay, I don't get this. I don't know why people are saying no. Yeah, it makes sense. LeBron, he's my leading MVP candidate. He's just been so good. He's just been, let's see, he's averaging 26, 8, and 8. And he's been the best player on the 2nd best team in the league. So it makes sense. LeBron, he's still a beast. He's doing so good this season. I've watched every Laker game, and LeBron is just that guy. So it makes sense why he's an All-Star again. Then Jokic, 3rd-time All-Star. So yeah, so now going back to Jokic, he definitely deserves it, no doubt. I have in top 4 in MVP. I got Embiid, LeBron, and Curry ahead of him. But he's been insane. 27, 11, and 8.6 assists. That's actually more assists than LeBron. That's actually crazy. But Jokic, he's been carrying the Nuggets so much. And I think it's kind of sad. If you think about it, if Jokic drops over 40 points, there's a good chance that the Nuggets are losing. Now here, let me explain it. Because, yes, Jokic is such a good offensive player, but just, he's more of a really pass guy. And if he has to carry the whole offensive load, that isn't really good because that's not utilizing his strength as a passer, which he's really good at. So yeah, crazy it was the 41st pick. I'm guessing 29 teams just didn't draft him. So yeah, so we got a couple dubs, we got MVPs. Now notice for on this side, just look at their names a lot. So you got Denver Nuggets, of course. They're talking about him. Campazzo, he's on the Nuggets, so of course he's gonna support him. Depressed Spurs fan, okay. I mean, Jokic, no one really hates Jokic too much. Definitely makes sense why he did this. Well deserved. Next, Kawhi Leonard. Definitely deserves it. He's been an absolute beast. We got Yay Nice. I'll talk about Dame later. So he's averaging 27, 6, and 5 on the 3rd best team in the league. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, makes sense really. Let's see. He choked last year. He's overrated. We saw the real Kawhi. Okay, talking about him. Every star chokes once, and that's literally the first time as Kawhi is a superstar I've seen him choke. So I don't really know what this guy's talking about. But yeah, Kawhi, definitely well-deserved. He's probably one of the best two-way players in the league. He's been such a good facilitator this year. That's been very impressive. He, of course, got hurt with that mask. But he's just going to always drain his mid-ranges. A really good three-point shooter. And then just going to be a really elite on both ends. 5th All-Star, makes sense. Next, Steph Curry, no doubt. Yeah, but okay. Let's see, so yeah, a bunch of dubs, better than Dame, definitely. Look at Curry, man, so inspirational, of course. But yeah, so it makes sense. 7-time All-Star, he's averaging 35 and 6. Definitely I have him 3rd in MVP behind Embiid and LeBron right now. And just, he's been carrying them so hard. Watching that Heat game, well, that game was intense. It's just that Yes, Curry struggled. He shot, what, 5 for 20 or 4 for 20? But in the overtime and fourth quarter, no, I think he made 7 threes. But in the fourth quarter, he came in clutch. And yeah, Kent Bazemore also came in clutch. But yeah, so his 7th All-Star appearance, the greatest shooter of all time. Gonna make All-NBA first team. Makes sense. And this is the controversial one. Luka Doncic. So just reading the chat, they're all saying Dame is robbed. So just talking about Luka first. He's averaging 29 points, 8.6 rebounds, 9 assists for the Mavericks. They're what, like the 9th seed though? They've been really struggling, but Luka, he's just been so good this year. His defense has been a lot better. Second appearance, second time starting, but makes sense. So then talking about Dame. I personally think Luka makes it over Dame. Yes, Dame has a better record and has been on a tear. But I still think that just the All-Star game is for just like, okay, a lot of people like Luka, a lot of people like Dame too, but just it's mostly strictly off of stats, I guess, and your reputation. So, I mean, I would personally have Luka mainly because these stats are incredible, and team record doesn't really matter much. That's what the All-NBA team is, but I could definitely see the case for Dame because he's been leading this Blazers team to a top record without CJ Nurkic. And that's 2 of their top 3 players. So yeah, so a lot of people saying dub, a lot of people saying where's Dame? Makes sense. Oh yeah, lack of respect for Dame. Okay. Hopefully, okay, Dame's gonna make the All-Star team. He's probably gonna be a bit motivated by this, that he didn't make it. Yeah, so we got a bunch of Dame is better than Luka. I personally think Luka should have made it, but it's really close. But yeah, I'm cool with this starting 5 right now. So now moving to the East, we have KD. Yeah, it makes sense. 11th All-Star appearance, team captain. He's just had an absolute tear. 29 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Oh, I guess people say Embiid for captain, but no, it's KD. He led the votes, so I'm pretty sure we all knew he was going to be the captain. And just KD has just had such an inspirational story, getting off that injury. And yes, he was hated a lot, but I think a lot of people respect him now. We're just returning back to this MVP level, even after the injury. So yeah, it makes sense. I'm cool with this. Oh, Butler stuff. Definitely not. My guy's not even been the best in Brooklyn. Yeah, he has. Let's see. We got an L. Wow. Okay. I mean, okay. Twitter doesn't make sense. Next, we got Giannis Antetokounmpo, 28 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists. Oh man, come on, this dude is hating on everyone, adding fraud. But Giannis, the Bucks have been really struggling. I still think the Bucks need to make changes from their coaching staff. Their just play, how to use Giannis, maybe even use Giannis at the 5 more. And yes, he's been putting up amazing stats. He definitely deserves this, but I don't really think he can win a championship, personally. But, yes, snubbed again. Giannis should be team captain. Okay, I don't know why he's saying again team captain was there last time. And no, KD deserves it. Best, greatest player in NBA history. That's just what Twitter is. But yeah, this is definitely well deserved. Now, Bradley Beal. I personally thought that Beal was going to make the All-Star team. Strictly that it's mainly off of stats. Didn't really care about team record. Yeah, it's just his 3rd appearance. I don't know why he didn't make it last year. But 33 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. They got a problem. Doesn't make up for the disrespect from last year. Definitely, I agree with that. Free Beal. Hopefully Levine will be a reserve. Yeah, definitely. I think Zach Levine is a lock. As long as it's not Trae Young, I guess. But yeah, I think Dame definitely deserves this. And then the last guard pick. This one there's going to be a lot of controversy for this one. So now coming into here, I thought I had Jaylen Brown or James Harden, but Kyrie's been elite. 28 points, 5 rebounds, 4.6 rebounds, so that's basically 5. I would say 5.7 assists. And he's shooting 50, 40, 90. Now, Zach got robbed. I don't really think so. I think Zach just deserves to be an all-star. I don't think he's starter level, but I definitely think he's an all-star. Colin Sexton's better, no. Levine robbed, you're a Bulls fan, but he's definitely going to be... Okay, now this one makes sense. Jaylen Brown is much better. And guy missed 75% of the season. First, he didn't. He did not miss 75% of the season. I think he missed, 6 games? I'm pretty sure KD missed like 8 games. So, I mean, I'm not exactly sure. But just Jaylen Brown, he's just been so good. But just going looking at the votes, I don't really think they thought he would be a starter because the starters, I'm pretty sure, are all fans. I'm not exactly sure about that one, but Kyrie's been sensational. So people think it should have been Brown. I could have definitely seen D-Rose. Okay. Just everyone loves D-Rose. He's averaging more points, rebounds, and assists. Well, it's basic. It's like 1 point. I'm pretty sure 1 rebound. Wait, let me actually check. I don't really think the assists are right. So it's 28.5 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 5.2 assists. So points and rebounds are higher, but Kyrie's averaging more assists. So that guy, you're right. You're just wrong. Yeah, 5.2 assists, 5.7 assists, 53, 44, 91 splits. I think Zach LaVine might be. Wait, let's see. Yeah, Kyrie's shooting better efficiently. So I definitely think Kyrie over Zach LaVine. It's basically 0.3 points. Kyrie is a bigger name, and reputation is very important in the All-Star game. I would definitely give it to... I think Zach LaVine will be an All-Star. I think he definitely deserves it. I'm going to be mad if he doesn't make the All-Star team, but I wouldn't say as a starter. So, I would say I'm cool with this list. I mean, Kyrie, I could definitely see Brown or Harden in here. Joel, oh yeah, I forgot talking to Embiid. I think this is a no question. He's basically the MVP candidate. Yeah, I can definitely see should be captain, MVP. Let's see. Should be the captain. Well, you're a Sixers fan, so of course you think he's the captain. But yeah, definitely Joel Embiid definitely deserves it. 30, 11, 1.2 blocks. So yeah, I'm personally fine with this, mainly because, I mean, okay, Giannis, Joel Embiid, and KD were locks. No question about that. Now, the guards were pretty interesting. You can have, like, Bradley Beal, Kyrie, Zach LaVine, though I wouldn't have LaVine. I'm not hating on him. He's just not starter level. You can have James Harden, even Trae Young. Though I'd probably have LaVine over Trae. Not exactly sure about that one. But for the West, Curry, Luka, LeBron, Kawhi, and Jokic. I can just see Dame instead of Luka, but I'm sure everything else is fine. So yeah, comment your thoughts. Who do you think was snubbed from this list? I thought this wasn't too bad. I know there's going to be a lot of people mad for the reserves because there's just been so many good players this year. So yeah, comment down below your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel, like the videos, and I'll see you on next time.